Hello and welcome to Grady NewSource Spotlight. I'm your reporter Brittany Chenelle, and today I'm joined with Madison T. Shockley. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
First, I wanted to start off with talking about like some of your acting and stuff. So, how did you decide that you wanted to get into acting, and what is it about it that you love?
Okay, I actually didn't decide I wanted to get into acting.
Okay.
Kind of just fell into it. Got asked to play the part as Fred by Issa Rae, and what I love about it though is acting for me it's been a really cool growing experience as an actor, because I recall, you know, when I first started with ABG, just being in front of the camera and acting was just made me really nervous. Just being, you know, knowing that we're recording and this is kind of a permanent thing that a lot of people are gonna see, and so getting comfortable with that and getting used to that. It's been really fun. It's been a challenge. I definitely, you know, try to push myself each and every time to be better.
Okay, awesome. And so you talked about ABG. So can you give us like one of your, I guess, favorite moments or memories from the show?
I don't know, I have so many favorite moments, but probably my favorite moment would be with DJ Darius.
Oh.
When he's on the microphone and it's like, that was classic.
It definitely was. I was wondering how you guys didn't laugh when those scenes came up, because every time I watch it, I'm just.
It's like always tough tough not to laugh, especially when Tristan's playing Darius. We definitely did a lot of laughing in between scenes. He's a crack up.
Definitely. Okay, so what about like filming, as far as
favorite moments filming? One of the best moments had to be in the season finale. A bunch of us drove up to Lake Tahoe to get a scene at Donald Glover's concert, and I think that was one of the best moments because we did so much to like get up there and make it happen that it felt really good to have that be a part of our season finale in season 1.
Okay, awesome. And I understand like you worked too behind the scenes, because I remember when I watched the show, I think you did audio, and I think you mentioned before that you did some of the marketing for the show. So how was it working behind the scenes?
That was really cool. I think, you know, working behind the scenes was, you know, everybody who's working behind the scenes is a big part of the success of the show. Yeah, early in the first season, it was like I think we realized we had a show that was cool, that people liked, and we wanted to, you know, keep making it better and better. And so Issa originally was recording the voiceover parts just with, you know, on her laptop, speaking into the microphone or something like that. And so it was, you know, I have a background in audio engineering.
Oh, wow.
So I wanted to, you know, contribute my skills to help raise the production value. So we started meeting and, you know, going to recording studios to, like, you know, get a little more professional sounding mix for the voiceovers. And that was actually really fun because, you know, a lot of the voiceovers are, you know, really funny and part of one of the best aspects of the show, in my opinion. So, you know, just being in the studio, recording those voiceovers was a lot of fun.
I can bet.
So I'm like in the background trying not to laugh really loud so it doesn't get picked up by the microphone.
Right. And so I know you're also, you know, a musician, and you do a lot of music. And I heard that you taught yourself how to play the guitar. Is that true?
I did. It's funny because, so I started out, I went to church camp one year. And there was like this special week of church camp called Creative Expressions Week, where everybody could bring, you know, an instrument or whatever your creative expression is. Like at the end of the week, there was like a big showcase of, you know, everybody's talents or whatever. And so some of the kids brought electric guitars. And I must have been in like 6th grade or something, and that electric guitars just fascinated me with the amp and just the sound and everything. So when I got home from church camp that week, I didn't stop talking to my parents about getting me an electric guitar until like Christmas, when they finally got me one. And from then I just like never put the thing down and just like made noise on it until it started sounding better and better. And yeah, so that was a journey my parents probably didn't really appreciate a lot, but it was a lot of noise making until I kind of learned how to make melodies out of it. And then even when I started taking a class in school for guitar, my teacher realized how into it I was, and she would just actually send me into another room where I could be alone and practice by myself, because I was kind of more advanced than the other students in the class. So even when I had a class, I was still teaching myself.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and so do you play any other instruments besides the guitar?
Sure. I mean, I'm pretty much a self-taught musician. Like I play the keyboard. And,
okay.
I'm not a great musician, but I can play enough to write songs and produce them digitally. Okay. And that's kind of what I do.
Okay. So do you sing too, or?
Nah, I wish I could sing. I'm working on that one. Nah, singing and dancing are like. Nah,
not your thing, but you have to be behind the scenes with the music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe in a year or two after I learn how to sing, because I think I can learn how to do anything.
That's true.
So maybe in the future. But yeah.
Okay. So who are some of your musical influences, would you say, inspire you?
Okay, so I've got a wide range of musical influences. I like a lot of jazz music. I like pop music. A lot of my influence probably comes from like 90s pop music though. Okay. So pop and rock. When I started playing guitar, I was really into rock music. So Lenny Kravitz was one of my favorites back then. The Offspring, bands like Blink-182. And
you're going through my childhood right now.
Yeah. And then, of course, a lot of rap music. Kanye is one of my favorites, and as a music producer, as a artist, pretty influenced by him. And then pop artists, like, I'm not like a Britney Spears fan, but I'm a fan of some of her music, particularly that first album. There was a lot of really like big pop songs on that album. So.
Okay. And so I understand you were born and raised here in LA, right? Okay. So as far as music in LA goes, who would you say is your favorite non-mainstream, like underground type artist that's out right now?
Favorite non-mainstream underground here in Los Angeles. If you can count Nipsey Hussle as non-mainstream.
He's not yet. He's like he's kind of, but not yet.
He's like yeah. And Nipsey, because like his sound, the stuff he raps about, it's he's from LA like I am, and his sound really like resonates as unique to Los Angeles to me. So if we're talking LA rappers who aren't like major right now, I would say I resonate with his music the most.
Okay, so for this random segment, I like to ask people random questions. Just throw them out there, and then you just give me your response. Okay?
All right.
It's only like a few. It's not like a long list or anything. So first question, what's your favorite 90s Nick cartoon?
I didn't really watch a lot of cartoons or Nickelodeon in particular because I didn't have cable when I was younger.
Oh, okay.
So I was playing my guitar in my room making noise. Is Doug a Nickelodeon cartoon? Like when I would get to hang out at friends' houses, like that was a fun cartoon.
Favorite ice cream flavor?
I like cookie dough. I like vanilla. Okay. Those two.
Would you prefer the beach or would you prefer snow?
I prefer the beach all day.
So you like that hot weather too?
I do. My parents live down in Oceanside, which is like San Diego County, and they live right near the beach, so I visit down there as often as possible.
Definitely.
I like to work down by the beach on my laptop. Yeah, I'm a beach bum.
Name an unexpected song that you have on your iPod that nobody would expect.
You're trying to embarrass me, aren't you?
No, definitely not. I have some too.
Let's see. So I used to like a lot of Disney soundtrack pop songs,
Okay.
kind of, and the Pocahontas song. What's the name of that song? It's like
It was in the movie?
yeah, it was like it was probably like the main theme song of the movie.
Okay.
Something about the wind. Can you hear the music in the wind or something?
Oh,
like
okay. Interesting. So do you listen to that a lot, or is it just like there?
If it comes on my shuffle, I'm like, oh shit, I haven't heard this in forever. Like, man.
So you get hype.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad at that. Not bad at that at all. Okay, what would you name, like what song would you name as the theme song to your life right now?
The theme song to my life right now, probably Kendrick Lamar, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. So right now I'm working on different like web film projects and working with basically the entire crew from Awkward Black Girl on different stuff, and that's kind of our team's theme song right
Don't
now.
kill my vibe.
Yeah, like don't kill our vibe. We're just trying to do our thing right now.
Right.
Don't get in the way and kill our vibe.
Okay, I dig it. Who's your favorite person on Twitter?
You are.
I kind of slipped that in there. I was just gonna see what you were gonna say.
You're my favorite person on Twitter, Brittany.
Besides me.
Besides you?
Yes.
See, I'm not really on Twitter very frequently, but when I am, see, I like a lot of news stuff. I'm into like politics and that kind of stuff. So
Okay.
I follow this guy, Chris Hayes.
Mm-hmm.
He's a MSNBC contributor.
Okay.
Young guy. Used to be the editor of The Nation magazine and stuff. So he's pretty current on like what's happening on the inside the Beltway and politics.
So tell us what's next for you.
For me, I've got, it depends. So for acting, I might do some more acting in some different web series and stuff like that. But most of my focus over the last couple years has been in production of film.
Okay.
And also in licensing of music.
Mm-hmm.
So really film and music is kind of like my passion. And so the next thing that I'm doing is launching a new YouTube channel that does that. It brings, music together with film. It's called Convergence Music Channel.
Okay.
And basically the purpose is to create a YouTube channel where we're putting the spotlight on a lot of independent music and also independent filmmakers and kind of putting that together.
Right.
And for people who are looking to discover new music all the time, this would be the great channel to do so. Watch entertaining content from scripted shows to music videos to all kind of different artistic stuff, and intertwining all that will be independent music and links to where to find it and all that kind of stuff. That's
pretty awesome. I'm excited to see how that goes because I love film stuff too. I'm like a tech nerd. It's really sad, but yes, all of my people know that I'd rather be behind the camera than in front of the camera. So I like both, but I've been really focused in the last couple of years on behind the camera, so I can create more opportunities for myself and for my friends in front of the camera. And the last question I always ask people is, give the viewers a random fact about yourself. A random fact about me. A random fact about me is I'm very adventurous. I like to try and like do different things. So one of my favorite passions ever is flying airplanes. Oh, like actually like pilot? Yeah. Wow. And it's been a little while since I've done that, but I was in flight school a little over a year ago, and flying airplanes and helicopters as well. So aviation is like one of my passions, and I want to continue flying and
one day own my own helicopter or airplane.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you like flying and traveling then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so me?
It's like flying. Aviation is special because it's like a feeling that you can't get from anything else, where you're controlling your movement in a space that you normally like can't maneuver in.
Right,
you know,
flying
it's just
in the
like,
sky.
yeah, it's a whole nother dimension.
Okay, and so I have one last thing for you.
Oh, you got something?
So I know your birthday's next month.
It is.
The 17th?
Yep.
Yes, and so I'm sure I won't see you, but I brought you 2 Sprinkles cupcakes.
Oh, you are the best.
Just for you, because I always like to bring my interviewees a little special something.
Thank you. These are the best cupcakes like ever, and they're like $5 a cupcake. So like 2 of them is like a very generous birthday gift. So
yes,
thank
indeed.
you.
You're welcome.